So, sorry guys, hi, welcome back to our fourth live. I think I might have the hiccups, but I'm just gonna pray. No, I have. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Hopefully they will disappear at some point. So sorry that I didn't do yet. Oh, it's gonna be annoying. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling very well, but I am better today. So here we are. We're talking winter. Oh, I'm so sorry. Winter skin. What is the timing of that though? Literally could have had him at any point today, but cheers on. Cheers on. Winter skin. So I've got a lovely bare face. Here she is. And we're going to talk through do's and don'ts, obviously, for skincare. If you have good skin, guys, you have good makeup. That's just a fact. If your skin is dehydrated or, you know, not at its absolute best. Oh my God, I can only apologise. At its absolute best, your makeup is never going to look good. It's just not. So, and I'm not talking about if you've had a breakout. That is just part of life, and that's just something that happens. So those things are kind of inevitable. You can still have, you know, it can still be that time of the month. You'd be having a humongous breakout, but your skin still be healthy. So wintertime is so important to hydrate. Guys, I'd always recommend to be at least exfoliating once a week. If anyone has any quick tips to get rid of these, then tell me. So exfoliating once a week. I steam as well. I've got like a little face steamer that's specifically for your face, but you can do your own version. Although I will say, guys, hot water from the tap rather than like the kettle. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to end up with like 3rd-degree burns on your face. But just hovering your face over like a nice hot bowl of water will just obviously open your pores and then clean your face. I definitely find for me, because I'm oilier skin and enlarged pores, it really helps to get rid of all the crap and the bacteria basically and makeup that just sits in those pores. And definitely again it helps with breakouts because obviously you're getting rid of all the rubbish that's in your pores. If you do wear makeup every day as well, guys, I definitely recommend steaming at least once or twice a week. So yeah. Also skin differs really like humongously from summer to winter. We're so dehydrated. And we're sitting in our cars with the hot air on. We're sitting in our house sometimes with the heating on. So it's all about getting that hydration back into your skin. So you might want to kind of mix up your moisturisers or add a couple of other products to your skincare before you get to your makeup. So great things to add if you didn't want to change up your moisturizer or anything like that because you're happy with that and your skin is kind of like a baby, so it does like routine. Totally appreciate that. So some things that you can add, hyaluronic acid. So these are amazing, all about hydration and just getting it straight into that skin. I'd really recommend to add a hyaluronic acid to your skincare. And a face mist as well. I always say this, but it's just so quick and easy. So this one is a Skin Box one, and it's just a glow one with some vitamin C, and so again, really great. So let's go ahead and start doing some makeup, and then I don't have to talk as much with my wonderful hiccups. So guys, I just cleansed before. I just popped some hydrating mist on. Just give it a second. Oh my word, these hiccups, I can't even deal with these. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of the hyaluronic. This is a boost. So this one, I think I got this from Superdrug. You only have to use this like once or twice a week, so it's not something that you have to use every day, which is also really good, because sometimes if it's something new in your skincare routine, you might forget. You might forget to do it every day, whereas you could just be like, right, I'm going to do this on like a Monday and a Thursday, or do you know what I mean? So guys, always put your serums on before your moisturiser. So I'm just placing this, like tapping it on basically, because I am an oily skin type. I don't want to keep rubbing, because then my face will produce more oils, and that's not the sort of oil that we want. So moisturiser, I really want to recommend this as well. I've just recommended this to my friend. It's a Revolution one, and it's basically a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury magic cream, and it's so nice under makeup. Like I can't even tell you. It just leaves you nice and hydrated, but not greasy. So guys, if you do have time in the morning, when you're putting your skincare on, be nice to your skin. Give yourself like a 1 minute nice massage with it, and not just like slap it on, slap it, do you know what I mean? Just give yourself that 1 minute just to like enjoy it. And I never do this, but everybody says that you should. So when you've finished with your moisturiser, I have such a bad habit, because obviously I have makeup on my hands like every day nearly, of getting a baby wipe and wiping it off, but you should put it on the back of your hands, because they're dry at this time of year. So, and as well, then you're not wasting any product. Okay, so face is feeling nice and hydrated. Oh my word, these hiccups, I can't apologise enough. So give it a minute. You don't, like, I always say this, but back in the day, like my mum would be like, you've got to give your skincare like 10 minutes before you can add any makeup. It's like not like that anymore. Your stuff is literally like, you can just layer it and layer it and layer it. So foundations to avoid, I'd say in winter, is anything too thick, and anything matte really. I mean, if you love a matte foundation and you're never going to sway from matte, then that's absolutely fine. Carry on with your matte, but just make sure that your skin's super hydrated, because if your skin's dehydrated and then you put a matte foundation on your face, it's just gonna clump and pick up all the dry areas. It's never going to be smooth, it's never going to be even, and it's just going to look like really awful. So you have to try and just keep it hydrated as much as you can. I'm so sorry about these hiccups, guys. So I'd always say dewy foundation. Always do pop a primer on as well, guys. I didn't put my primer here today. It's all right over there, and I'm not really going to get it today, but primer, absolutely. So I'm going to pop on a foundation. So I don't really rarely wear foundation now. If I'm going out like for a nice meal, I might pop some on then. But I just usually use a BB cream, but I'm going to use a foundation for today just to show you guys. So I'm going to add some, these are like bronzy glow drops. These ones are from Rodial, but anything like glowy like this looks really great. So again, it's just about creating that healthy glow, or healthy winter skin. So I'm just going to mix this in with my foundation. If you do get one with a little bit of bronzing, guys, just obviously it's going to make your foundation slightly darker, like hardly anything, but it is going to make it slightly darker. Right, I'm just going to grab our foundation brush, whack this on everywhere. Oh, Georgie, be naughty. Our dog's being naughty down there. It's standard. I can't believe they're still going, these hiccups. Alright, I think I'm gonna mix a tiniest little bit more. because I just want to show you as well what I do. I didn't really get too much then. So guys, if you watched my other video where I was talking about makeup from the office to like a party, and we talked about like spraying some like setting or priming spray or something like that on, I do this on the daily anyway. I never really tell anybody this, but I do. So I put my foundation everywhere like that. It's not blended in at all. It looks like a alien. Now I'm going to take this is a priming on setting mist, and I just spray this everywhere. Just give it a few seconds. And I've just got a tiny little bit more product on my hand. I'm taking my damp beauty blender, and now I'm just gonna even this out. So I'd always put it on with your brush first, get it everywhere that you need it, and then just really work it into the skin. Don't add any more yet. Just like even out what you've got on, because you might be surprised of like how good this actually covers what you've already got on. But if you keep adding more, you're not going to know, and it's just like you might be putting like makeup somewhere it's just not necessary. You know what I mean? So that's even now. We're looking nice and healthy and glowy. We're looking very pale, but you know, it's winter. I'm very lazy. So now I'm just going to add the tiny little bit. It's usually, guys, the middle of the face where you need more. Oh my word. Honestly. So just a little bit through the middle of the face. And we're definitely looking, it's healthy, a healthy looking skin. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. I've not put anything under my eyes. I never do. I always just add my concealer there. Guys, as well, I would say, if you're obviously over the age of, I'd say, maybe like 16, you might have like a few little lines and wrinkles under our eyes. Don't be sad. Everybody has these. Like, it's just part of life. Like, we smile, we make expressions, and we're gonna have lines under our eyes. So don't worry. First of all. Second of all, don't think that you need to put 10 ton of product on there to cover it up, because it's literally going to do the polar opposite of what you want. Less is more, is what I want to say. So I'm just going to take our concealer. I'm taking the tiniest little bit, and I'm going to pop this on a fluffy brush. And then all I'm going to do is just really, really gently put this under the eye and just work it down so it meets that foundation that we've just put on. And then anything that I've got left on my brush, I'm going to just put a tiny bit more. Work it over my eyelids. So if you have any redness on your eyelids or any like little veins or anything like that, it just needs a really quick sweep. So honestly, I've used like it's like the most minuscule amount, like, but it just means if you have less products there, there's less chance of it creasing, there's less chance of it going cakey. Got a little spot coming up there, which is just delightful. So I'm just gonna, oh my god, just gonna cover that area. And then if you do have any pimples or anything like that, just, this is the time now, just to use your brush, just to go over them. Or if you've got any redness, this is the time to just correct it. Okay. Oh, we're looking slightly more, well, I want to say alive, but I'm so pale right now that alive is probably the wrong word. So I'm just going to get rid of a little bit. I didn't even use all that concealer. That's how little I actually used. So, like I said in my other live, I'd always say, liquid products are just softer on the skin. And again, if you want to stay hydrated, staying away from powders and lots of things like that is definitely the best shout. So I've just got a dark concealer colour here. If you've got like a cream contour, amazing, use that. I'm just going to use a little bit of this on one of our angled brushes. I'm just going to sweep it underneath my cheekbone and then just work it up towards the cheek. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the temples as well, and around the hairline. So you can always add more, but it's really hard to take away, guys. So I'd always say, start small, build up. I really need to like hold my breath, don't I? But it's very boring when you're watching a video and the person's not explaining what they're doing or talking at all. Right, so now I've got it on both cheeks. I'm going to add a tiny bit more just so you guys can see. Because it's so hard that for it to come across on camera. If you can hear anything weird, it's George is eating his feet. Good old Frenchies, eh? Good old Frenchies. Never a dull moment. So, always have a little look, guys, and just make sure that they are even. You've not gone too crazy on one and then not on the other. And then if you want to, you can pop a little bit down your nose if you want to. I'd always say though, make sure that it's really blended. Just dabbing things over as well with your beauty blender, it'll just make sure it's really all blended in there and you've not got any kicky bits. Okie doke. Right, so now I'm going to add some blush. I've got a liquid blush again. We're just going all liquid today. These ones are so good, and you honestly just need the smallest amount. This one's so pretty. So what I usually do with mine is I'll just tap it on with my finger where I want it to go. And then I just go in with my blender. There we go. And it just, I think when you've used all liquid, your makeup feels so fresh. And it's kind of a no makeup even. Do you know what I mean? Because it just doesn't look overdone at all. So I've got two options as well for like a highlight. So if you're of the younger gen, you can use a highlighter, you can use a cream, you can use a powder. I've got a little bit of a cream here, so I'm going to do this on one side of my face, and then I'm going to give you the alternative on the other side. So this side here will be the liquid highlighter. So I'm just doing a nice little C shape, and then I usually just go a little bit under the brow as well. And again, just get a clean part of your beauty blender and just make sure it's nice and blended in. So it just gives you a really nice fresh highlight. So if you're maybe a little bit older and you just don't like the idea of having like sparkly highlighters, there's another really easy way of doing it. You just use a really, really light concealer. So you can even get like a white as you can if you're fair. Obviously it has to be like, I'd probably say like 2 or 3 shades lighter than your foundation. So that's where you want to go. If you're really pale like me, you probably can use a white one. If you're not as pale as me and you're fortunate to have lovely, beautiful, oily skin, just needs to be like a couple of shades lighter. And we still pop it on the top of the cheekbone there. And we're still going to do exactly like we did before with the highlighter, but it's just a lighter. Right, I will be 2 seconds. I'm just going to move on. Okay, so I've popped that on. So this side is with the highlighter, and this side is just with the lighter colour of concealer. And then I always get stuff on my lips, so I'll just wipe these clean. A little bit of balm. That's what we need this time of year. And then a little bit of mascara. So let's bob some mascara on. Oh, I didn't bring my little mirror. Right, I'm just going to move this a little bit closer because we all know I'm blind as a bat. Oh my god, these hiccups are going strong. Oh, this lip balm is so nice. I don't even know what it tastes of. It tastes of something good though. So guys, if you are like super oily and you say you're going out for the day and you want to do this kind of like, you know, really beautiful like natural makeup, but you're concerned about it not staying, and obviously you don't want to add powder because you've just done like liquid, just a really nice like setting spray over the top should do the absolute job. And that's it, guys. And that's just winter makeup, and there we go, everything's covered. Oh, something else I did want to say as well is SPF, super important even in the winter. So if you're not using a SPF, like a standalone SPF, try and make sure you've got one in your moisturiser, or at some point maybe your foundation will have it in or something, because obviously we still got to look after our skin even though it is winter, and we're still getting UVA and UVB rays. So that's what I wanted to say about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some little tips and tricks to make your makeup stay or feel better in this winter weather. And I'm so sorry that you've had to sit through a whole tutorial of me hiccuping, which is just not the most fun thing. I did want to say as well that our Black Friday deal is still on. We're going to keep it going for another couple of days. So if you didn't get all your bits, this is the time to get it. This is our annual sale. This is when we do our sales. This is the biggest sale that we have of the year. So it's never going to be any more discounted than it is at the moment, is what I wanted to say. So we've got the dance palette, which was the big one, down to £20 from 30. The 7-piece brush set is down. The one that I just used today, this one with all these brushes in, is down from 25 to 15. The audition palette is still 20, but you could get a free gift with that one. The concealer is 7. The lipsticks are 8, and the stencil packs are down to 10 with the four brushes in. So honestly, it's such a good steal at the minute. So thanks guys, and we will see you next week. We're back to Thursday next week. So I will see you then. Thank you. Bye.